Welcome, everyone. I hope you're going to really enjoy our discussion today. I'm with Sashi Venkatesan, the head of pharmacy and healthcare data of Walgreens. And Sashi, it's great to be with you today.
Thank you,
I t-
Marty. It's great to be with you too.
Tell us a little about the future of your plans for data at Walgreens, meaning you've done a lot, but you're always focused on the future in our business, right? We're technologists. And, if we're lucky enough, Sashi to speak a year from now, we'll probably be talking about a whole bunch of new topics that we didn't anticipate. So, what are you thinking about as far as the future is concerned?
Walgreens is transforming. We are evolving. The immediate next 6 to 12 months and maybe even 18 months goal is to improve the maturity of all of the data capabilities that we have, where we know that we don't make mistakes in terms of losing patient data or duplicating or reaching out to a patient when it's not necessary, right? So which means that every one of these capabilities that we have built in the last 5 years has to go through a review and sort of go through an upgrade in terms of its maturity, which also means we should be more pragmatic with our cost footprint, right? And then in terms of how fast we can deliver to the business. In essence, what I'm saying is take the existing work and to make it fairly seamless and mature and a completely reliable tech stack is our first goal. The next one would be is to see if we can experiment more with AI and machine learning, because we are very patient focused. We don't get too experimental with what sort of AI or ML we expose our patients to. But we do that a lot within our data engineering capabilities. We predict what data is going to come in, and we also predict in what way we need to curate it. So our next 6 to 18 month focus would be improving maturity and adding more AI ML towards data engineering processes.
Yeah, I think it's 2024, Sashi. You really can't have a technology discussion without bringing AI into it. And I'm sure that Walgreens, you have some advanced plans for AI there. I happen to be working with a lot of my customers on AI projects. So thanks for having brought that up. So I think from the standpoint of everything you're doing with data, by the way, your overview was fantastic. I think there are a lot of people watching this video thinking, I would like to get to that level of sophistication with my data, have one copy, one version of the truth, be using it to help my customers or in your case, patients. So that was just a great, great overview. Please make some summary remarks, meaning you've covered your team and all the great work you're doing, Sashi, and some of your plans for the future and AI fits into that. I think people would like to hear just if you could if you could put it all in put a blanket over everything and say this is kind of the way I'm viewing what I've done, the future, what I'm thinking with my team. I think some summary remarks would be great.
Yeah, thank you, Marty. This conversation, we've enabled this for all stakeholders of Walgreens, internal and external, and that includes patients and customers, right? So the thing that I'm communicating here is that we take patient data very seriously. We are a retail pharmacy and a healthcare focused business. Every data is potentially a medical record, right? So we've built a streaming data platform and data capabilities with the main goal of helping us run the business, and as a result of that, get to better patient outcomes. So if I if I would have to put a blanket and then just summarize it, I would say for anyone who's trying to do this for the first time, or if you're trying to get mature with where you are, is start with a clear strategic goal with a good hypothesis. In our case, our hypothesis was to have data products that are not just analytics and reporting, but that's operational in nature. We wanted it to be more streaming in nature. We wanted it to be safe, secure, and we didn't want to have unnecessary copies of data, right? We wanted to be a data platform that was for a regulated business. So that goal and the strategic approach helped us create capabilities along the way at layers of maturity, and then add products on top, and then release them to the store and see how that truly helps, right? And I would say that's really where our goal is. We have this
Mm.
capability now, and we are encouraging various lines of business to take advantage of that, whether it's patient safety, asset protection, 340B, whether it's real-time prescription status management. That is for our business, right? A listener doesn't necessarily have to be from healthcare or regulated business, but a lot of these basic tenets help. So that's what I would say would be a good summary, right?
Yeah, it's fantastic, right? Because you mentioned reporting, and I think this is historical now, but you know, I think traditionally, people like you and I that have been in the business for the long time thought about data from a reporting and operational standpoint. And now what you're saying is with the great streaming data solution that my teams come up with, we're able to positively affect in real time the patient experience. And that's huge. That, by the way, has been my personal experience, but I think
Yeah,
it's just really
and
admirable. Yes, go
yeah. So
ahead.
Marty, so the thing that we've done very successfully is that we've blurred the lines between what you would call data versus insight versus
Hmm.
reporting, because we are able to deliver a curated insight at the same speed as the original data in itself, right? That's what makes it valuable for the business and for any of the use case, right? So it's the way of looking at data capability or a platform as something like downstream analytics reporting, that's all been blurred for us. We could move fast, like data that was just 10 years ago versus 10 seconds, 10 minutes ago, we could still deliver it when the business needs it, right? Just many ways you could do it, and then you evolve as the use cases evolve. For giving myself and Walgreens this opportunity to showcase the cutting edge at which we really are. Most people don't know that Walgreens is that sort of company, right? So I'm
You
happy
know,
to showcase what we do.
I think you're right. No offense to anybody or any firm, but sometimes until I sit down with somebody in a position like yours, I don't realize some of the advanced work going on. And again, I'm a patient and I have personal experience, and it's all been great, but I had no idea that this level of advanced work with data was going on behind the scenes to improve the patient experience and so on. You just did a exemplary job representing the firm. I think, from a Walgreens perspective, this was great insight, and your team as well, and the great work that you're doing. Just fantastic overview, Sashi. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Marty.